Broadway.com. Call me Cherry. Vlog number 6. Can't believe that we're here already. It is Saturday night on Broadway, and we are having cocktails hosted by Christina May, which I'm very excited about because I don't know what they are. We will also have some live music from DJ, which I'm also excited about. But first, Melody. Melody Rose, everyone, with an Aritzia Hall. Please join us. Got Dan here.
Hello.
Dan Barry on a magnet. Except for you're not on a magnet, you're in here. You're playing Soda Pop today, but the real question I have is, what song are you expecting to hear from DJ?
I think DJ is gonna pop out with Talk Dirty to Me by Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo. DT? Oh, the lighting is...
What's up?
Oh, there we go, that's better, okay. What do you think DJ is gonna play?
National Anthem.
Oh, about Lana Del Rey. That's quite a deep cut. Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that he plays Fun from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anyone. And time's all down here in the deep blue sea.
Thank you. That was an excellent rendition.
Thank you.
We'll add it to the cast album on Wednesday.
Can't wait.
Okay. What song do you want DJ to play tonight?
Yep.
I'm hoping that DJ plays Poison.
Poison? Poison. Poison. All right. Will you just reintroduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do in our play?
My name's Christina May, and I'm the Associate Wardrobe Supervisor for The Outsiders.
Right. That's right. And not only are you that, but you are also the host of Snob this evening.
Yes, I've decided to task myself with the joy of hosting Snob this week. So.
Now, tell us a little bit about, if you will, if you care to reveal, what is the theme of this Snob?
The theme for this week is Rumble, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, well, everyone will have to tune in for later to find out. But I do see cups, so I know it's at least a beverage.
It will be a beverage, I promise. It will be a beverage, and there will be alcohol in it.
Well, some of us love that.
Scandal.
Tell me, what are you doing?
I am adding a front to a wig.
What does that mean?
So the front is literally the front.
Uh-huh.
So this is the front, we have the crown, we have the nape, so this is the full wig, and we're adding a front.
Cool. And how do you decide where the hairs go in the front bit?
It is following like the natural hairline.
When you're at the beginning of making a wig, what do you have to do?
Okay, so you have to do a pin curl, and a pin curl is grabbing a section of the hair, wrapping it around, laying it as flat as possible, laying bobby pins. You do the whole head.
Yes.
And then you do a wig cap to contain the hair.
Right.
You anchor it on. And then you get saran wrap. And you think it's so funny. You put it on top of the head.
I'll never forget the first time I did it. I was like, what is this? Like,
yeah, you're like,
this is...
What's happening?
It's one of those things that you're like, I didn't know this was a part of Broadway.
The saran wrap, the tape, you get measured, the outline of their hairline gets lined up.
Right. They draw it on, and then that is like the guiding line of said front.
Setting up.
What's going on here? Hi, Christina. Okay, tell us everything about it.
I made a Rumble cocktail with edible booze-infused DPDM. This one has whiskey and then a red wine topper.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It's giving blood. It's giving dirt.
Dirty water and blood. Everything the Rumble has.
Yeah. Cheers.
Snob! 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 Snob!
Well, yes.
Ooh.
And that's Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Has he played Poison yet? Okay, from a successful snob to one show on Sunday. You're coming with me to our listening party of our cast album! For most of us in this company, it is our first cast album. It's my first, that's for sure. So to hear my own voice is going to be, I actually don't know what to expect because I've never really recorded, I've never written a song, I've never recorded my own album or anything, so I usually just hear what sounds I make live, you know? So this will be the first time that I'll hear it like played back. This is like definitely one of those dream come true moments, I think, for many of us. And I'm excited that you're gonna hang out with me and that we'll have this forever. Okay, so we are on the way to Power Station, which is where, if you remember from, I think that was episode 1, wow, or maybe episode 2, where we recorded it. That's where we're going to be listening to it back. So it's kind of exciting. It's kind of full circle-y in a way. I'm feeling kind of crazy, baby. How about you? Brody Grant, where are we?
We are at the Power Station.
Would you say we're in the stew?
We're in the stool. You know, we're back in the stool. But right now we're in the elevator. Elevator up to the stool.
What are we about to do at the stew?
We're about to listen to the cast album.
Sharp as a blade, play it cool, little brother, and you'll have it made. No, we ain't got money,
But what?
but we've got something to prove.
Wow. Okay, so this is, if we remember, this is where the ensemble was, and there were walls up here, and then in the center there were band members. There was keys over there, guitar, strings. I believe Jamie was in that little cove over there, the drums. We had the team in that booth, and then over here we did principal vocals, so that's where Joshua stood and did Little Brother. That's where Brody and I were standing here when we were like, in the stew, that was here. This is crazy. This is such a cool, unbelievable, unforgettable moment. Okay, we're starting to sit down. We're getting excited. Yeah.
Literally 5 weeks ago tonight, we assembled here to start making this record.
What?
And tonight, we are going to hear a finished record 5 weeks later that will be released to the world on Wednesday.
This is Late Night Vlogs with Cherry Valance. I have a special guest with us today, an honorary cast member of our team here, one of the OBCs of the truest original Broadway company of The Outsiders. It's Sean Jones, everyone. Please put your hands together. Sean Jones, Sean Jones, Sean Jones.
All right, they won't come apart, but there was something about putting them together that made it feel like they should come apart.
Amen. Sean Jones, what would you like the people to know about you?
I want the people to know that it's about a process. Sometimes the top ain't gonna be the bottom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
1000%.
But enjoy the process. You know, you only get a little bit, so.
Can I just say, this person right here, this little, I thought you were closer, boop. Blood, sweat, tears, live, laugh, love is in this play right here. So some of you may or may not know this, we have rain and fire in our show. Well, yes, both of those things. So I thought it would be cool to sit down with one of the people who makes all of that happen. It's Sebastian. Here he goes. He's going to tell you a little bit about the rain and all of the fire in our play. Now, there were lots of questions about how it works, so I'm taking you downstairs to meet with Sebastian to get those inner workings. Let's go. Okay, hello there. Hey, who are you?
Hi, I'm Sebastian.
And what do you do on this show?
I do the pyrotechnics, the fire and the rain.
The fire and the rain. What the heck? How do you make it rain on a stage?
Well, we have a whole system set up. We rain about 100 gallons a show,
100 gallons of water a show?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That's pretty small.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it seems like a lot. 100 gallons?
Yeah, that's pretty small. Our tank is 300 gallons.
Is that the tank back there? That thing right there. That's got water in it. Is how many? Okay, so there's 300 gallons in there, and a third of that goes into our play every day.
So there's a bunch of hoses that run all the way up into the grid where the lights are, and stretch across the stage are a bunch of rain bars, which is just essentially pipe with spray nozzles on it.
Once it rains, where does the rain go?
So our carpentry team was very smart, and they built the whole stage is about a foot to a foot and a half above the actual stage. And on the stage level, they had roofers come in and line the whole stage, and then all the water runs to a trough, which you can see the black portion in the ceiling there.
Oh, okay, there.
Yeah, so it runs down that trough.
Okay.
And then it all drains into another 300-gallon tank.
And what happens to the water after the show?
It gets pumped into the sewer.
Pumps into the sewer, and then we get new water coming in.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So now we've done rain. Now talk about the fire.
So the fire, we've got 4 flame bars, which is your very typical fire unit. It's a piece of pipe with holes in it. You send gas into it, and you light the gas, and then you get flame.
Wow.
And then I have 9 this little unit called. Actually, I have one right here.
Oh my gosh!
Called a fire pixel. It actually has a controllable gas valve inside of it, so you can get a flame that's this big or a flame that's this big.
What?
It was initially made for concerts and stuff. This is the first time these are being used in the theater.
Okay, what about the clothes that they wear? Do they have to wear like special clothes?
Everyone who gets within 3 feet of flame is wearing fireproof clothing.
Wow.
Which I believe wardrobe has them come re-up that every so often. I don't know if it's monthly or whatever. But so that created a really fun thing for wardrobe is the fireproof people have to get changed really quickly before they go into the rain. Because the fireproofing can't go in the rain, or else it just washes off.
Because it ruins the fireproof chemical that goes onto the clothes. That's crazy. So after they go into the fire, they have to run off stage, change back into clothes that look like the clothes they were just in.
Same thing.
But just not fire. Wow, that's crazy. Thanks so much for sharing all this with me.
No problem.
And the people at Broadway.com. Now you got the inside scoop, so take that. Call me Cherry. Vlog number 6 is coming to an end. And this one has been, I feel like every week I say it's been a special one, because it really has. I mean, this process has been full of gifts, and I think the greatest gift of this week was the cast album. Like, it was a gift for so many reasons. I mean, for it to be so many of our firsts on a show that means so much to us and means so much to y'all is a gift. And if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a story that said, please share your reaction videos as you're listening. And it has been my greatest gift, and a gift that I've shared with some of the cast and some of the songwriters, to see y'all's reactions to the music. Because I remember, for me, the first time I heard this music by Jonathan Clay and Zach Chance and Justin Levine, I was so moved by the music alone. And then you add Adam Rapp's words, and you add Danya's direction, and the layers just keep going on, from costumes to lighting to everything. And that's what makes this show so special. And to know that you have one of those pieces in your ears now is so cool. I can't help but think about little Emma, who listened to the Wicked soundtrack when my parents came back from a trip to New York, and from that soundtrack, this dream that I'm living was born. And so I'm gonna get choked up. It's an honor to know that this soundtrack can be that gift to other people, even if it's not that they want to do this, that this may not be this may not become their dream, but that they may feel heard or seen, or they might feel at home through this music. And I think that's an amazing gift to be a part of. So, if you haven't listened to it already, do me a favor and please go listen to our original Broadway cast recording of The Outsiders. And stay tuned for next week's Call Me Cherry. I love hanging out with y'all. It really is another great gift. See you next week.